Daughters are no longer being raised to be wives. Daughters are now being raised to be people, and that is pissing a lot of people off. Last week, Charlie Kirk was asked by a 14-year-old girl what she should focus on in college, and he told her finding a husband.
That opening line of that video is 100% accurate. Daughters are no longer being raised to be wives. They are being raised to be people, and that is pissing off certain people in this country, specifically white, conservative, predominantly Christian men. And it made me think to how we raised our daughters and how our parents, specifically my parents, not our parents, my parents, wanted us to raise our daughters. I love my stepmother Josephine with all my heart. She was my true mother. But she was also stuck in a certain way of thinking. And when we had two daughters, JoJo didn't live to see our son. When we had two daughters and JoJo was grandmother to these two daughters, she would tell us things like, oh, no, you teach them how to cook. You teach them how to clean. They don't mow the lawn. They don't take the garbage out. Those are tasks you teach boys. And I remember being blown away by this mindset because she was a strong, independent woman who did it on her own, who divorced her husband and raised her two kids, granted, while living in her parents' house with the assistance of her parents, but she went to work every day, she busted her ass, she raised her kids, and she had a daughter that went on to graduate like third or fourth in her class at Northwestern, go on to get a degree overseas in England, come back here, work for some of the largest companies in the country, and be a huge success. And she raised a son who is in Hollywood as an editor on movies. Started out his career in Chicago doing the Super Bowl shuffle stuff and ultimately wound up going on to Hollywood and has worked on several major films. She raised two strong, successful children, one of which was a woman who she taught to be independent and take her own course in life, never rely on a man. And then the granddaughters were born, and it was teach them how to be good wives. I remember her saying that any money that they put aside for the kids, if it's for a girl, it's for this. If it's for a boy, it's for this. If it's for one, it's for college. If it's for the other, it's for their marriage, their wedding. And seeing this video and remembering back to that and remembering the kind of atmosphere I grew up in, obviously, and my cousins and the people in my family of my age that grew up in, yeah, women were raised to be wives. They weren't raised to be independent people. They were raised to find a man, be the best at serving that man. And that's not happening anymore. Girls are being raised to be women, to be people of their own that are independent of men, and if they so happen to have a man or a woman or some other type of partner in their life, then so be it. But you're an independent woman first. You're an individual first, and it is pissing people on the right off. She's right about that Charlie Kirk thing, right? He's right about that Charlie Kirk thing. Charlie Kirk was at a college and asked by a woman in college what she should get the most of out of college, what she should be doing in college, and he's like, find a man, find a husband. You don't got to go to college to do that. But that should tell you everything you need. If people are pissed off that women are being raised to be individual human beings and not to just be somebody's wife, if that aggravates somebody that you know, that person is the one you want to take a deep look at. Because there's something wrong with them.